Are we filming? Yes, we are. So I bought this. It's a Pukka Pad. It's an academic calendar. So it goes from August 25 to July 26. It is very, very similar to Moleskine. So this one's about 12 years old. This is one of my journals. Very, very, very similar in size, isn't it? Very similar. Almost as if the Pukka Pad company has taken their, shall we say, inspiration from the Moleskine shape and size and format. But this is something I bought very, very cheaply, £4 in my local store. And this is the format. So you have space for each page. As you'd expect with an academic diary, Saturday and Sunday are there's the assumption that you're not going to record quite so much at the weekends, but I do, so it's something I'm going to live with. I bought it just on a whim, and I'm going to use it for just recording some facts and figures from each day. It's not a journal, and I just thought, rather than use a filofax, I'd just keep a cheap bound notebook, just an experiment, because I bought this without thinking of a reason for buying it. But you know, when you walk down the stationery aisle of your local store, certainly I find it irresistible to walk through without buying something. Anyway, £4. It's not going to break the bank, and it's just an exercise for me. I think it's 80 GSM. The paper isn't anything to write home about, but it's going to be okay. Probably going to be some bleed through, but I'll let you know whether there's bleed through using a fountain pen. But I'm not using it as a journal. I'm just using it to jot down some facts and figures for each day, just as a reference source, so I can look back and see, oh, what did I do that day? Oh, I remember, you know, I had coffee with my pals, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm going to try this. And just see whether I haven't done one of these facts and figures notebooks, if you like, for a while. My journaling will continue, and I will talk more about journaling in future videos. But I just thought it'd be a good opportunity, because it's halfway through the year, to just start with an academic diary. I could have started with a diary, a normal January to December diary, and then start halfway through. I could have done that. I don't know whether I've set anything up in stone. Probably not. I might only continue with this until December, and then start one from January, the next model. But I do like this format. This format. I've always liked the slightly narrower than A5 size that Moleskine use. As you know, and I've said this in the past many a time, I'm not impressed with the potato. I'm not impressed with paper. Sorry, I was doing potatoes earlier. But I have finally, it is the holy grail. I finally, last year, I managed to find in TK Maxx, same as your TJ Maxx across the pond, I managed to find one of these mythical Moleskines that are fountain pen friendly. I've only gotten the one out of maybe 20 of these that I have purchased over the probably dozen years I've been using them. But in this particular case, it's not cost is not an issue, even though these cost anything up to £20 if you buy them in retail for the full price. This is retail costing £4, so it's a fifth of the cost. Even if you can find one of these really, really cheap, it's still going to be 3 or 4 times this. So I'm just going to probably use a rollable on this rather than a fountain pen. I will test it for fountain pen friendliness, but and I'll report back to you I might put it in a short, but who knows? But I'm gonna just persevere. It's just a spur of the moment thing. But just what fired my enthusiasm was the fact I was doing some tidying the other day, yesterday in fact, and found a diary similar to this. That I was just using not as my journal, but for facts and figures, from 1981. So 44 years ago, as I record this in August 2025, and it was just so interesting. I had to pause, make myself a coffee, and just go through the pages, and with some affection. You know, there were things that I did back in 1981 that I'd completely forgotten about, and that's really, really handy, because you're just writing facts and figures. You're not writing it in the way that you would write a journal in longhand, but I think it's a useful exercise. I'll report back in 6 months' time, let you know whether it was useful to me, whether it was therapeutic, because at the end of the day, one of the reasons why we're into paper-based productivity, apart from, you know, no battery and the thought process is more focused if you're writing by hand. You know, many advantages, as we know. But I'll let you know whether this hit the spot for me. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. If you're interested in a more detailed version of this particular video, I have one for you right here. Become a member, pay your £1 a month, and there is a whole new world of exclusive material just waiting for you to have a look. Thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.